we're going to record on the computer. Hey, Kanisha. How are you? Hi. Good to see you.
Good to see you guys.
All right. Hey, Jill. Oh my gosh. Everybody from everywhere. Okay. So really quick, here's what I want to do. I want everybody to go around because we have some new people and just say who you are, where you're from, how long you've been with Arbonne, because I really want people to know each other and our team. So Amber, you go first because you're in the top left of my screen and I know we can't see you, but you go.
My name's Amber. I am from Birmingham, Alabama, and I've been with Arbonne for 2.5 years.
Awesome. Clarice, I'm going to let you go next because you're at the top right of my screen.
Hi everyone, I'm Clarice Jackson and I am in Birmingham, Alabama, and I've been with Arbonne for a day.
She's an awesome esthetician, you guys, and did this amazing treatment for me the other day. And oh my goodness, if you're in Birmingham, you're going to want it. All right. Yes. Welcome, Clarice. Thank you. And everybody welcome Clarice because she is brand new. So yay. So excited to have you. Kelly, you're next on my screen.
I'm Kelly Gettinger. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, but I've been in Birmingham for a while. I've been using the products for 14 years, and I have jumped back into the business probably 6 months ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, Allison, you're up, girl.
Hey, y'all. I'm Allison. I am in Birmingham also. I have been with Arbonne probably literally lost track. I don't know, 4 years, 4.5, something like that.
Yeah.
Couple. And I'm so excited to see everybody and get to know y'all. So yay.
Yay. So glad you're here. Okay, Athena, you're next.
Hi guys, my name's Athena. I'm from Malibu, California. On November 28th will be my 3rd year in Arbonne. And I forgot what else we were supposed to say. Sorry.
That's it. That's perfect.
Thank you.
Athena and I met on an Arbonne trip, and so we just really connected. And so that's the beauty of Arbonne, you guys, is we have a lot of sideline sisters. We all roll up to the same person, and so we just kind of combine forces.
Thank you.
Okay. Yay. Donna, you're next on my screen.
Hey, I'm Donna, and I am also in Birmingham, Alabama, and I have been with a consultant for 1 month.
And it's just been 1 month? Wow. Yes, and she's a rock star. She's had a really good month. Okay, Kanisha, you're next. You're on my team.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I'm Kanisha Thomas. I am originally from Houston, Texas, but I have lived in Los Angeles for many years now, so I'm an Angelino. And I'm also a chef, and I've been with Arbonne in February, will be 2 years in February.
Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Okay, Jill, go girl.
Hey, I'm Jill Morgan, and I'm originally from Birmingham, Alabama, but I live in Laguna Beach, California, and have for a while. And I've been with Arbonne for a year.
Yay. All right, I'm going to speak for Dawn because she doesn't have a voice and she's really sick, and I'm so proud of her for just hopping on and showing us her beautiful face. So everybody say a prayer for Dawn. But so this is Dawn Sparks, dear Dawn, who has been on the team for, oh my gosh, you might have to hold up your fingers like maybe 10 years. I don't know, 8 or 10 years. Well, now I can't see because the chat is in front of it. But she, there you are. How many years, Dawn? 7, 8, something like that. And she's in Birmingham, and she's amazing, and she's been on my team the longest from anybody on here. So thank you for plugging in, Dawn. Okay, Sarah.
Hi, everyone. I'm Sarah, and this is Rochelle.
Oh.
I'm originally from Orange County, but I live up in the Los Angeles area, and I've been with Arbonne for 4 months.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was longer.
Yeah, I just counted. I was like, July? Yeah, it's been only 4 months.
Wow. Well, welcome. Well, so wonderful. I don't think I missed anybody. Okay, great. So we're going to dive in. I just wanted everybody to kind of meet, and there are some other people that weren't able to hop on, and that's always okay. Just for new people or fairly new people, this is the first Sunday of the month. We do just my region and Athena, Athena's area, soon to be region, and then every other Sunday, we do a 30-minute call just like this from 7:30 to 8 Central Time with the entire, all the regions. And it's either usually a training or something inspirational, mindset, something. So sometimes it's skills, sometimes whatever. So we're gonna start, and I'll just tell you, we will be done by 8 o'clock. And so we're gonna go fast because I wanna be really good with your time. But we're gonna start with recognition for the month because we had a really good month and we had a lot of people hitting goals, and that's so exciting. And I just want to recognize people for, you know, just all the awesomeness. And I'm so grateful for you guys. So I want to do that first, and then Athena's going to do hers. And then I've just got something to talk about really quick, having to do with duplication and where we're headed into this next sort of season of Arbonne, because it's a really exciting season. So I'm going to dive into recognition. So hang on one second, you guys. I have it pulled up on my screen. So again, we had a really great month as a region. And so we recognize different things. So first we recognize new consultants. So welcome, Clarice. Yay. Emily Lawler, she wasn't able to be on, and Lou Shirley, who is a dear, sweet lady. You guys, it's never too late to do Arbonne. Lou is maybe 80 and she lives in Texas, and I met her at her daughter's Airbnb years ago, staying there, and Lou's been using the products for a while, and she just moved into a retirement community and she wants to do Arbonne. So hey, don't never say never, okay? And she's with it. She's awesome. So she's not on tonight, but you'll meet Lou at some point. She's a sweetheart. Okay, so we do have some new consultants, and then we have people in qualification for district manager, which is the first promotion in Arbonne, and it's where you get paid back. You get paid to take a shower because you get paid on your own products. Jill Morgan, oh my gosh, smashed it. She is halfway there practically. Crazy. Donna, first month in, hit her brick, and she's on her way. She's surely, these girls are gonna finish. Emily Lawler, who's not on the call. Tony Guillory in Louisiana, a really good friend of mine. Allison, oh my gosh, amazing. She is also going to finish this month, I think. Michelle Robles, who's not on yet. And then Kelly, you're in qualification as well. And then we had some brick earners. And when we talk about our brick, all we mean is that $2,500 brick. And don't worry if that makes no sense to you. That's okay. You'll learn that and you're getting started. But our $2,500 brick is sort of the building block of our business. And so we recognize it. And so we had some people hit their brick. So I did. Jill, oh my gosh, again, went above and beyond her brick, and Donna. So congratulations to you guys for hitting your brick. We did have some bonus achievers. I got my area and my district. So I'm going to pass it over to Athena to, and also, by the way, the people that earn their brick, I always do a little gift. But both of those people that earn their brick, Jill and Donna, also earned their consultant bonus, which is an extra $100 on their paycheck this month, and a gift from me. So it's really an awesome thing to do. And the reason we recognize that brick so much is because if you can do that and you can teach other people to do that, you can get to the top if that's where you want to go. It's all up to you. Okay, Athena, I'm going to pass it to you, and then I will jump in and dive into what I'm going to train about.
Thank you. You know what I found interesting is a lot of times the people that are earning the breaks are also earning those bonuses. So it's really, really cool. Just start finding your way to that brick. So just to keep it real for time, I had a new consultant join October 4th, and she is in DM Qual. So her name is Tina. So I want to recognize her. She gets up at like 3 a.m. So she's usually asleep by now. She listens back. And then Vera on my team, she reached her brick. She also earned her DM bonus, as well as myself reaching my brick and got my bonus as well. So that's it for our team. So thank you for letting us share on here as well.
That's awesome. Absolutely. Okay, and I hope I didn't miss anything or anybody, so please feel free to let me know if I did. All right, so let's dive in. We've got about 19 minutes left on our call. And so I just want to talk about what we've been talking about as leaders on our team, and just kind of share some things that we've done to our team website. And again, if you're brand new, bear with me, and I'm going to try to go kind of simply, but we will be talking some more. So don't worry, Clarice, you and I are going to be talking more, and I'll be, we'll be helping you more as well. So duplication, you're going to hear in Arbonne that it doesn't matter if it works. It only matters if it duplicates. So if you want, now in Arbonne, we know that you can build this business a couple of different ways. We have Right Now Money, which is where we sell product and we make a commission. So whether you're selling the product retail, which not many people do, but you can, or whether you are signing up preferred clients and you're making that commission check every week, right? And that's awesome. And then we also get paid at the end of the month our override commission. And that's based on our entire network. So that's based on what I do and what I can, all the people that I teach and help. And what I always tell people, especially when they're new, is I know you may not know me that well if they don't, but you can trust me, because here's why. If you're not successful, I'm not successful, because I can only be as successful as many people as I help, if that makes sense. So if you want that big, sort of bigger money at the end of the month, that override commission, and you want to build a team and a bigger network, then you have to learn to duplicate yourself. So you have to learn to photocopy yourself. And another thing about duplication is it's got to be simple, right? So I want to kind of talk about the telephone game. And y'all, you've probably, if you were on our team call when we did this one time, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But do y'all remember when you used to play that game when you were little? Like, you get in a line or whatever, you had a circle, and like you start with like the purple pig, like blah, 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 something that was really crazy, and you whisper it, like you have it written on a piece of paper, and you whisper it, and it goes around the room, and then the last person has to say what it is, but it's completely different than what the first person said. You guys remember that? Right? So that little game is a really good illustration of what can happen when you don't keep it simple. So if you played that game and you just said, I like you, and you passed that around, that would probably end as, I like you. And everybody would be like, yeah, that was easy. But when you play that game, you're illustrating that point, because it's difficult, and it's like, oh, it gets all messed up, and then I can't hear, and then so that's the same thing that can happen with our business. Is if we can keep it simple, and if we can all be rowing the boat in the same direction, that's when big things can happen. That's when you can go, that's when you can feel confident, one, that you know what you're doing, and confidence equals confidence. So if you feel confident, you're like, oh yeah, I can do that. Oh, okay. So one thing that we've been really, really, really focused on with the leaders is back to basics. We have been stripping down our team website. So Clarice, we haven't even really looked at this yet, but we have a team website called Success and Simplicity Nations. And we've just been like stripping it away, like taking away like excess stuff. We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. Because in the most simple form, what we do is we find people to talk to share Arbonne with, right? So whether that's like you are an esthetician and you are there, doing some procedure and you're talking to them about skincare, that's one way. We have so many other ways, right? But we find people to talk to. We share Arbonne with them. And then we find out where they fit. What are they interested in? And then the most simple form, that's what we do. So that's what we've been really kind of focused on, is how can we help each person to make sure that they feel successful at each of those stages. And so where does it start? What is step one? And so we've also at the same time, so stay with me for just a second, at the same time, we've been reading a book called Leadership and the 1 Minute Manager. It's a really cheesily written, but it's all about leadership styles and managing, not managing, because we're not managers, but how can you help somebody get better at what they're doing. So one thing that we're finding, because we've been working with, I've been diving down deep into Gabby's team and Yen's team, and Andrew's been doing the same thing. And one thing we're finding is that same thing's happening, just like the telephone game, because maybe we weren't as clear or whatever. And so because of that, somebody 2 or 3 people down is like, well, yeah, I shared Arbonne with them, but they didn't share the one cheater. Or, yeah, I told them about Arbonne, but not really. They had what we call an over the fence conversation, or, hey, I asked them, could I share Arbonne with them? And I'll say, oh, okay, that's awesome. Well, what did you say? And they're like, well, I told them it's really great, and these fizzies are awesome, and they ought to try them. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's good, but it's not really asking. Hey, Kanisha, listen, I know that you're, I know that you have such an amazing chef business. Like I know I said that wrong, Kanisha, but I know you have this amazing business and you're so awesome and kind and sweet and generous. And listen, I'm looking for people like you. I know it probably isn't for you, but would you just give me 15 or 20 minutes of your time? I'd love to share what I do with you. And in return, I'd love to just offer you a sample or whatever, but no strings attached. Could we just hop on a quick phone call? Well, that's an ask. That's a true ask. So what we've been doing is really diving deep with everyone. And there's a reason I'm telling you all this, and going and saying, okay, let's look at. And so Clarice, lucky you and Donna, y'all are new and y'all are like, we're doing this. We are focused, and and it's getting results, and Clarice, we're starting. But if you feel like, and I said this the other day, if you feel like, hey, I really think I'd like to start over, I really would like to do that with you. I'd like to say, okay, let's start from step 1, not because you don't know what you're doing. And so one thing that Andrew has been telling us as leaders, leave your ego at the door. It has nothing to do with you and everything to do with duplication and building you a big giant business if you want it, So what we've been doing is just diving deep with everyone and going, okay, let's start at step 1. Step 1 is your why. Why do you want to do this? Really, that's really kind of step 1. And there is a getting started training that Andrea does on Monday evening at 8:00 Central. And if you'd like to get on that, that's a great thing. We also have it recorded, but if you can get on live, it's nice, if you can. Even if you've been doing this for 2 years, you might want to go ahead and do that just so you can kind of see how she's doing a getting started training. And what she's telling people at the end is 3 things. She's saying, okay, start your 100-person list, pick out your top 10 dream team people, and then then you're going to get back in touch with your sponsor, because we're going to walk through it with you to reach out to people. Because we just don't want people to go like rogue and reach out to people and not have a response and then say, oh my gosh, it didn't work. Oh, that didn't work, Now, and this is going to go throughout like our entire business. Like even if you're doing a Facebook party, we want to talk about, okay, how, you can be creative with a lot of your Facebook parties. Jill's been having some great Facebook parties and they've been really successful. But it's one thing that she's doing is she's connecting with people. Like the Facebook party, you guys, this is a little side note, little rabbit trail. But the Facebook party has really, it's your number one goal with a Facebook event is not selling product. Selling product is going to happen. Your number one goal is to connect with people and find someone else who might want to do this with you. Number 2 is to expand your network, of course, with someone hosting for you. And then the sales happen. So it's little tweaks in your business. Jill said very few people who actually bought, let's see what you said. Very few people who actually bought product were the ones who,
sorry, that was confusing. I meant to say like very few people who bought product were the ones who were engaging on the Facebook party. So it was surprising because they weren't the ones responding to stuff and things like that. They were just like people that I reached out to via Messenger. That's what I was trying to say, but I repeated myself.
That's great. I know. I'm glad you hopped in and said that. And that's exactly right. So, but we're not saying everybody has to do Facebook parties. If that's not your thing, don't worry. That's just one way. But what Jill said is absolutely right. So it's little bitty tweaks. I hope you're seeing the point here, and the point being, it's, whatever your reach out method is, that's okay. Like yours might be different than mine. I mean, yours might be one-on-one. Like I know Clarice, I'm going to use you as an example. I hope that's okay. But you are an esthetician, so you're going to be doing these treatments on people, and you're talking to people, and you're one-to-one, face-to-face with them. That's one way. Jill might be doing a Facebook party. Allison might be reaching out, and setting up one-on-one phone calls. However you're doing it is okay. Like Donna and I've been doing a lot of one-on-one phone calls. It's just those little tweaks. So that gets me to the last point I'm going to make, and then I'm going to just shut up and any questions. The last point has to do with the book I mentioned, the Leadership and the 1 Minute Manager book. Okay, so I'm not even going to try to recap what it is all about for you guys, but what it has to do with, like just a little teeny in a nutshell, is it has to do with like styles of helping someone, styles of leading someone, management styles. Have you read it, Donna? You shake your head like you've read it. No? Okay. Okay. Well, so it has to do with like just the way that you're going to lead someone, depending on where they are, depending on their level of competence in a particular situation. And again, so it has nothing, like you might be a rocket scientist. And by the way, there is a lady in Arbonne who is a rocket scientist, right, Athena? That's what she is. And she does Arbonne. It's usually very sharp people who do this. So you might be a rocket scientist, and you might be like, I mean, way above me in terms of that, but you've never done Arbonne. And so it's not, so here, the reason I'm telling you this is because I'm going to be reaching out and saying, hey, can I help you with this situation? Or, hey, can we work together on something? And it's not because I think you can't do it. I mean, I've been doing the same thing with Andrea. She's been helping me and making sure that I'm duplicating. And so we just want to make sure that we are rowing the boat in the same direction. It's because I want us all on the same page, and I want us all to be like, so don't feel, if I reach out to you and say, well, or if I'm like digging a little bit deep and saying, hey, well, tell me what you sent, what you texted. If you're frustrated and you're not getting results, hey, let's look at what you asked or how you asked. Or like just even in working with that person on Gabby's team that we were talking to, she said, we dug deep. And I said, this is not like, I'm not telling you did anything wrong at all. We're just trying to get to the meat of the matter so you won't be frustrated anymore. And it turned out, like I said, no direct ask. It was all over the fence. And I said, that's a great thing. That's good news. Or if somebody tells me, well, I really only reached out to 2 people last month, I'm like, oh, great. That's good news. That's the way I look at it. That's easy. Wow, 5 more people, no problem. Like it's always a positive. We're all business owners, so y'all, you're your own business owner. I'm just here to coach and guide you, or your mentor is here to just help you. That is it. So it's never personal. Okay, so there was one more thing that I had. Hang on just a second. Oh, last thing. Okay, and we are on track. Yay, we have 6 whole minutes, you guys. We are doing good. And I do want to give like, a couple minutes in case y'all have questions. Last thing. Okay. Why is this important right now? It's always important, but why I'm like, let's do this. Let's go. So in December is when, so this next season coming up is giant for Arbonne. There's a couple of reasons why. Number one, December and January are huge for our 30-day clean eating program. Huge. This is when you want to start your momentum and start kind of talking to people about that. And even getting into December, like Clarice, I could think of you like, hey, gifts for, like maybe the husband wants to buy the wife, some skincare or whatever. And then everybody else, we've got the holiday line. And so there's lots of reasons. But then in December, as soon as December hits, Arbonne announces the AIT, which is the incentive trip that we can earn. Everybody has a chance to earn that trip. And I've been on 5 or 6, I think. And this past one that I earned, but we weren't able to go because of COVID. And I instead, and I'm just going to be transparent because I did earn the top level, the extra $1,000. So I got $3,500 on my paycheck like a couple of months ago because we couldn't go. That's pretty nice. Yeah, and I know Athena, you earned it, right? And that's how Athena and I met. And I've met so many great people throughout the years on the incentive trips. They're really, really awesome. So if you have any desire to maybe earn that for you and your significant other for next fall when it comes around, or like if COVID's still going, God forbid, you'll still get a nice big giant bonus check. Then in December is when they give us double points towards our volume to earn for the trip. And that means nothing if you're new, don't worry, but I'll help you figure out how to earn that trip. But if you're working, so momentum is a funny thing. You know, momentum is like, the way I always look at momentum is kind of like if you're pushing a bike up a hill and you're pushing it by yourself, and that hill is pretty steep and you're like, oh, right? But you get a friend to help you start pushing that bike up the hill, and you get another and another and another. And now all of a sudden you've got this group, like your Arbonne team, you're starting to grow. And now you're like, it's getting easier and easier and easier. And then you get to the top of the hill and then you've got momentum and you're just like, this is awesome. This is so much fun. And that's what momentum is like. And it happens now. So that's why I'm kind of telling you guys all this, is because you guys, all of us can be on that trip next year if you want to be. But even if you don't, then let's grow your paycheck. So that said, that was a lot of information to tell you guys, but I wanted you to kind of know where I'm coming from when I reach out to you and say, hey, do you want to make a plan for your month? And like, hey, let's dive deep if you want it, because I'm not your boss. If you want it, let's dive deep in your business and let me help you, you know, to really get on the right track, because what we're doing is working. And that is it, you guys. That was a lot. 7:58. Oh my gosh. Any questions? Yeah, Clarice, you have a question? Oh, okay. You were going, woo!
I was just saying, yay, because that's how you clap in sign language. By the way, my mom is deaf. So I'm a Coda child, and
your mom is deaf?
I'm used to say, yeah, Mom, I use sign language. So that's why I was like, yay.
Oh my God. Every time I learn something about you, I'm like, oh my gosh, she's even more incredible. That's crazy. Wow. Yay. Okay.
No questions.
Yeah. Anybody have anything? Or I hope that like is exciting for you guys, that we are like, you know, on the right track and going, and momentum is like here. So let's go. And hey, by the way, I think I saw that free PC sign up is still going on, maybe to the 15th of November. Is that right, you guys?
Yep.
So awesome.
Everything is still going on. It's great.
So we have another half of the month to do that, which is great. So for preferred clients, you guys, if you're signing up a 150 preferred client, they don't have to pay the $29. Yay.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you guys so much. It's 7:59. Wow, we did it. I really appreciate you. Let's knock them out this month, November and December. And Clarice, were we going to stay on, or did you have a few minutes? Or
yes, I do.
Okay.
Actually,
Bye, Dawn.
I think I've met Dawn before too on a BNI as well.
Oh.
Yeah. I was like, I've seen that face somewhere.
Yeah. Poor sweet Dawn has
You get better, Dawn.
She's been very sick.
Bye.
But she's getting better. Bye. Bye, Jill. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Okay.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Okay. Bye, Dawn. Feel better. Oh, poor Dawn. Okay. Yay. Well, did that sound like Greek to you?
I feel like once maybe I do the introductory program tomorrow with Amber, then it might open up to more understanding on a lot of things. I have been studying the website a lot, honestly. So I'm looking already into like, you know, where you can see your team and where you can see your rewards. I signed up for a class.
Wow.
Yeah, they have a Zoom program, I think, next week in Spanish for the Spanish community.
That's right.
So like, okay, maybe I can do that. Because yesterday I did a Hispanic person. I had a very difficult time explaining anything, like in Spanish. And now, keep in mind, Spanish is my, well, I would not say my main language, is my second language. And I was like trying to explain to her with the ingredients and stuff like that. I'm like, I might need to brush up on that. So if I listen to that, that might help me out with that, because I know I have a chance to reach out to the Hispanic community. Although I don't have a lot of Hispanic friends, but you never know. You know.
No, right. No, you're right.
The fact that I speak Spanish, then that might open that door to that.
There's a big, I mean, I feel like you're right. I feel like that's a big community, and even here in Birmingham, that I don't speak Spanish, you know, but all of our materials, they can get them in Spanish. You can change your website to Spanish, you know. So yeah, I think that's true. And
yeah, I saw that. That was one of the things I was seeing in this class. I mean, it was hosted from California.
Yeah.
So it makes sense, big Hispanic community in California, but I'm like, never know. So I'm gonna listen to the Zoom class next week. And then I was looking into some of the holiday specials that they have, like little holiday packages.
Yeah, the holiday.
So kind of like things like that. I just, I have a BNI, I have to do a BNI presentation on the 11th. And I'm gonna use that presentation to kind of introduce myself as an esthetician, since my BNI group knows me mainly as the cleaning.
Oh, yeah.
As the house cleaner.
Right.
So I want to kind of like, because I really want to start, my goal for next year is to put myself in a position where I can have my own studio, spa studio. Yeah. I'm trying to not acquire debt or get loans or anything like that. So I'm trying to invest as much without any debt to set myself up on a studio so clients can come and see me.
Yeah.
So this last couple of months, I'm going to use to earn that cash. And like I said, go to people's homes and stuff. So
yeah,
I want to learn as much as possible from about Airborne and how Arbonne. I'm sorry.
That's okay. People say that all the time.
And just sound educated about the product, because I think that is important. Because even if I'm doing a treatment, and if I'm offering anything, especially this is a product that I have never used myself.
Right.
So I need to get knowledge about the product and what will be the best way for whomever is interested to get the product. Like if I have anybody in my group that says, hey, I want to order a Christmas set. So then, you know, I feel like no matter what you do, it's all about relationship. Like I'm not trying to become a salesperson. It's about relationship. You get to see the need of the person, and based on their need, you kind of can go from there and say, okay, you might be great. I see that a benefit for you will be becoming a preferred customer, for example. Right. Versus if you're a husband and you just want to get a gift, I'm most likely might just have to sell the gift.
Yeah, I know. I do that sometimes too, where, you know, it's a husband getting a gift and they just want to buy one thing, and then it's retail, you know, and they can buy retail, by the way. You don't even have to hold, you know, you don't have to have it. They can buy it retail on the website and you get paid still like that. You'll just make 35%. Mm-hmm. I think it's going to be so helpful. Yes. So tomorrow night is when Andrea does the Getting Started training. She's going to talk about a little bit about the numbers and kind of how we get paid and how you promote. And then she's going to talk about some of the very first steps. And so I know it probably sounded like I was a dummy when I reached out to you and said that, you know, like, but I guess I know you want to be able to sell it, like, you know, sales, like sell the product as you're, you know, kind of along with your esthetician business. And so I guess what I was wondering too, and the more we talk and I help you, is the other side, the other piece of, you know, what we do is sort of is building that network of, you know, teaching other people, hey, that by the way, there's a business too, so that you can actually kind of photocopy yourself. And so that part, like when we launch somebody, we have some steps on our team website, and I can just show you where our team website is, but you and I would work together one by one, like piece by piece. We don't overwhelm people. We're not just like, oh, go do this and, call me when you're done. It's not like that. Cause we really that's what I was talking about in the call. Like we really want people to know like this works and you don't, it's piece by piece. And so.
I mean, that's the reason why I signed up, because I feel like otherwise I could have chosen Skin Medica or SkinCeuticals to be my line to go along the esthetician part, since that's what I'm planning on growing. But the reason why I chose this is not only because you is offering vegan and cruelty-free products, and it seems to be like more like less harsh chemicals and stuff like that, which is it's all about that's something that I love. But also the fact that I'm like, why not setting myself up where I can, I'm all about business. I'm all about like,
you seem super smart.
If you can give me residual income, I'll do it. Because otherwise I could have kept like the Skin Medical, SkinCeuticals, and just do retail and just keep on going like that. But I'm like, hey, if I can be somewhere else and somebody else is going into my website and purchasing a product, and I didn't even have to do a consultation on them, they already know that's what they're getting.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah. Might be little less. I understand that. It's little less percentage versus retail, but I'm setting myself up for a long-term revenue. So I like it.
Yeah. I love it. I mean, you're smart. Like you get it. Okay. So that's awesome. So I think the best thing is to do her getting started training tomorrow evening. It's about half an hour, 45 minutes. And then she's going to say, let me share the screen real quick and I'll show you our team website.
Okay.
So, we have arbonne.com. That's your Arbonne website where we order products. But as a team, we also have a website. And it's just like our Facebook name. So I'm going to share the screen and I'll bring it up and show you. Those were my notes for our call. It's called successandsimplicitynations.com, just like Facebook group. And so this is our team website, and there is a password, and it's 4 letters. It's ENVP, like Executive National Vice President. And I'll text you this so you don't have to remember it. So just right now, just to watch. But you can go here to Team Resources and Getting Started, which is where you are. And this is what you and I are going to do together. So this is how I start everyone to help them start building a network. Because you're, like you said, if you can have a network of mostly buyers, but you're also going to find people that might want to do this with you, then you can really build residual income. And that's what I've done. And it's amazing. That's all I can say about that. So you can, go here, like this is a video, but tomorrow night you can get on Andrea's and it's the same thing. She's going to be doing the same thing, but it'll be better to be on live with her if you can. There is this new consultant workbook that if you want to print, you can. It's not very long. It's very simple.
Mm-hmm.
And then the very first thing that we're really going to do together is talk about people, because that's how we start growing your network. So rather than get like heavy duty into this tonight, I think I would watch that tomorrow, and then you and I get back together on Zoom and start working one step at a time. But if you want, you can look at the workbook and you can see that the first step is, it's about why you want to do this. And I'll just show you that. It's called your 21 Reasons Why. Oops, sorry. Let me back up. Right here.
So I have to have 21 reasons?
Not really. I mean, really, it's always, like we have
number 1, money. Number 2, money.
Number 3, money.
No.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to be honest with you, and so I'm going to stop this share because really that's all I want you to see. I don't want to go heavy into other things because I'm like a one step at a time. I would rather somebody tell me that. Like I had a girl today, this morning, we did a call with a girl on Gabby's team. She's another regional vice president on my team and who you haven't met yet, but we did a call with a girl. And when we talked about her why, it was great. And it was very altruistic. And it was, all the people she wanted to help. And that's wonderful. And I said that. I said, that is wonderful. I love helping people too. But I want to know what you want. Like, what do you want? Because it'll be really easy to quit on that why,
Right.
But if you are connected with something, you are driven, like, hey, I want this because, you know, it's not just about money. It's like, well, time freedom and, you know, it's
Yeah.
other things, right? And money, having enough can take stress off, you know, and
I mean, that's the number one thing, because if you can earn it, you can help somebody else. If you can earn it, you can have free time. If you can earn it, you know, you like, I can help my mom, I can support my mom, things like that. By earning it, it will open the avenue to other things as well, you know. I can, you know, if I have an employee or whoever, if I can give her an extra bonus, I can do it. I can help her that,
yes,
you know.
yeah,
So it's about how, you know, you have it, but of course, I want to be wise, and I want to have a good, open, kind heart when I do it. It's not about being greedy.
right,
Mhm.
exactly. And so, yeah, and I feel the same way. Like it's not because I'm, you know, greedy. It's because I recognize that allows me to do all these things. And
Mhm.
so I would rather hear that from somebody, like, because I know you're going to be driven, because, you know, it's going to be better for your business. You're driven
Yeah.
to do the things. So really that's it. Like for tonight, I just wanted to kind of chat for a minute and see where you're coming from, which is great. I'm really excited to help you get started.
I'm so glad to have met you, and I'm thankful for you. I am. I'm very thankful, and I'm very blessed that you have, you know, we cross paths, and that you have called me and say, hey, can we talk about this and what we do and share it. It's just that I'm very thankful for you to do that, because, you know, you are actually helping me get more motivated to get my other side of the business going. And then before I met you, I was kind of like, maybe, because my husband was like, this is something that you've always loved to do. I can't, you know, maybe, do you think that's something? I'm like, yeah, maybe along the way, a couple months and stuff. And after I met you, I felt like I had more push to be like, I can do this. I think I can jump in and try to open that other avenue, because I'm like, I think I've gained enough experience. I don't think that I'm a professional, enough experience with the cleaning business where I feel like, okay, I think that I can push this other side of me and open myself up for different avenues, just like you said, and duplicating myself.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
I think you can. Yeah.
So you are helping me to be motivated and to push myself, and I am very excited. I was like, I thank you for that.
So glad. I'm so glad. Yay, that makes my day. I believe things happen for a reason, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe, like, yeah, I'm so grateful that we crossed paths and that we're going to continue and do this together. And I will also just continue to try to promote your other, because I mean, I want to help you there too. And I love it, you know, what you're doing with the machine.
Yes, I'm like, but to me, I'm already like, the sky's the limit. I feel like I'm starting small, but I'm already seeing so much. I'm excited when I get my studio, and I'm excited when I can get more treatments going. And, you know, this is, to me, I feel it's only a small piece that I can showcase for real. Like, I'm like, this is just this little small thing that I can show right now. But I'm like, once I get my studio and I get my equipment, is gonna be so much more. So
sky's the limit. And you can have, I mean, an Arbonne could be that vehicle to help you, so that, you know, like, let's get that income going too, because that can help you to open that studio. So that goes on your 21 reasons. Like, okay, I want to open a studio and I want to, you know, whatever. But it's the only reason why we say 21 is just like, it really helps you to dig deep. Huh?
That's the number. I think that's the key number for everything.
Yeah, like 21 days.
Yes.
Okay, well, go have a good evening, and I'll make sure you have the Zoom information for that training tomorrow night. And I'll send you our website just so you have it. You know, don't get overwhelmed. Just and then let me know when you have your next time, so we can talk and like get you started on what we do.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
I'll see you tomorrow, and I'm looking forward. I also had already opened my Instagram, and I already started putting a little Arbonne things. I don't know.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I didn't even know how to do it, because I have to look into the website, but I screenshot some pictures, kind of like crop them and start putting little things here and there with the before and after from my mom. And just kind of like they go hand in hand. I'm
That's
excited.
great.
I'll see you
Okay.
tomorrow.
I'll see you tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah,
Bye.